everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy you're here today. We're diving into the life and evolution of someone who has grown up in front of the world and somehow managed to keep reinventing herself along the way, Selena Gomez. Whether you know her from television, chart-topping songs, or her candid conversations about mental health, her journey is layered, inspiring, and honestly pretty fascinating. Selena was born in Grand Prairie, Texas, in 1992, and her career started incredibly young. Before stadium tours and red carpets, she was a kid with a dream, appearing on children's television and learning the ropes of performance early on. But the role that truly changed everything was Alex Russo on Wizards of Waverly Place. If you grew up in the Disney era, you probably remember just how big that show was. It wasn't just popular, it defined a generation of after-school TV. Now here's something interesting to think about. Child stardom can be a blessing and a burden. When the world meets you as a teenager, how do you later convince them you've grown? For Selena, that transition was intentional. She didn't just drift away from her Disney image, she carefully rebuilt it. And that rebuilding happened largely through music. Her early music career began with her band, but her true solo breakthrough came with albums like Stars Dance and especially Revival. With Revival, you could feel a shift. The sound was more mature, more confident, more introspective. Songs like Good For You and Same Old Love weren't just catchy, they felt personal. And maybe that's part of her appeal. Her music often feels like pages from a diary set to a beat. Have you ever listened to a song and thought, wow, this feels like it was written about something I've lived through? But her journey hasn't been just about hits and headlines. In 2015, Selena revealed she was battling lupus, an autoimmune disease that affects millions of people worldwide. Later, in 2017, she underwent a kidney transplant, a life-saving surgery that she openly discussed with her fans. Think about that level of vulnerability for a moment. In a world where celebrities often show only perfection, she chose transparency. Do you think that honesty makes artists more relatable? Or does it put even more pressure on them to keep sharing? Beyond her health, Selena has also been vocal about mental health struggles, including anxiety and depression. She's spoken about stepping away from social media when it became overwhelming. And in today's hyper-connected world, that's powerful. Social media can feel like a highlight reel of everyone else's best moments. So when someone with one of the largest followings in the world says, "I need a break," it shifts the conversation. It reminds us that even people at the top aren't immune to pressure. And then there's her work behind the camera. Selena served as an executive producer on 13 Reasons Why, a show that sparked global discussions about teen mental health. It was controversial, yes, but it got people talking. And sometimes art's role is to open conversations that are uncomfortable but necessary. More recently, she's taken on a completely different tone with Only Murders in the Building, starring alongside comedy legends Steve Martin and Martin Short. That show revealed another layer of her talent, sharp comedic timing and understated wit. It's interesting, isn't it? Just when people think they've defined her, she shows another side. And we can't ignore her influence in the business world. Selena founded Rare Beauty, a cosmetics brand built around inclusivity and mental health awareness. That move wasn't just about launching another celebrity brand. It aligned with her message about self-acceptance and authenticity. In an industry that often profits from insecurity, building something centered around embracing imperfections feels intentional. It makes you wonder, when celebrities start brands, is it just business, or can it also be a form of storytelling? Throughout her career, Selena has faced intense public scrutiny, especially around her personal relationships. Being in the spotlight means every move gets analyzed, every rumor amplified. And yet, she's managed to maintain a grounded presence. She doesn't come across as someone chasing attention. She feels like someone trying to live authentically while navigating extraordinary circumstances. What really stands out about Selena Gomez is growth. Not just professional growth, but personal growth. The young Disney star evolved into a pop artist. The pop artist evolved into a producer. The producer became a businesswoman and mental health advocate. And through it all, she's remained open about not having everything figured out. Maybe that's the most relatable part of her story, the understanding that life is a process. So here's something to reflect on. What does success really look like? Is it chart-topping singles? Awards? Social media numbers? Or is it the ability to evolve, to survive challenges, and to stay true to yourself in the middle of chaos? Selena's journey suggests it might be the latter. As fans, we often see the polished performances and red carpet smiles. But behind every public figure is a human navigating doubts, dreams, setbacks, and comebacks. Selena Gomez's story reminds us that reinvention isn't about erasing your past, it's about building on it. I'd love to know, what phase of Selena's career connects with you the most? The Disney years? The revival era? Her acting projects? Or her advocacy work? Let me know in the comments. I always enjoy hearing your perspectives and stories. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Selena Gomez's life and evolution, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people who love exploring the stories behind today's biggest stars. Share this video with someone who admires Selena or is inspired by journeys of resilience and reinvention. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you in the next video.